You need safe people around you when you're grieving. This is part 3 of my series on SAFE, using the acronym SAFE to give you 4 principles of the way, what you need around you and what you can be for somebody else who's grieving. So this is the F and the E. I went over the S and the A in my last video. The links to those videos, the first one and the second one, is in this description. So I encourage you to go back and watch them. And so the F is for facing the facts of the reality with your loved one that's suffering, or friend, or bottom line, looking for those safe people in your life that will face the facts of reality, because your situation might be really hard with that. And there could be stigma or judgment and other things surrounding that, or just, difference of opinion. Sometimes people don't know whether the person was trying to take their life or if it was just an accident, things like that. So people need to be met where the facts are. And so the example I want to share that, to give you a little background so you know why I'm saying this, is the example I'm using is of a daughter who died suddenly in a car crash, and the father saw her body at the crash site, and he's having nightmares. Okay? So something you would say that's not safe and that's not helpful or kind, and does not help them face the reality of the situation would be, it's a good thing she died quickly on impact. She's in a better place. Something like that, people do say a lot. They're in a better place. And people say it because they don't know what else to say. They think they're being helpful, but it's taking away, in a sense, what the person's experiencing. The person who's gone is gone, and hopefully they are in a better place. And but bottom line, the person who's left is who you're talking to and who needs help and support. And it's taking the attention off of them and just trying to throw out a positive comment. It's just kind of so you don't really have to feel what they're feeling, or because you don't know what to say. So if you don't know what to say, again, like I've said on the other videos, it's better not to say anything, or just to listen. And I'm so sorry for your loss. That's always, in general, a safe thing to say. And sincerely mean it. And just listen. Okay, be there for the person. That kind of thing. So that's the unsafe comment that I decided to make up. Okay? And the safe one would be, I am so sorry you lost your daughter. That must be so hard and difficult to lose her at such a young age. And the fact that you saw her at the crash site must be very traumatic. I can understand why you're having nightmares. And if you can go with that heartbeat, you might even be able to encourage them to see a counselor or something like that, because they probably do need to, especially with trauma like that, and it's affecting their sleep. All right? But anyway, and so that is the F in the word safe. And the fourth principle here in the word safe is E for empathizing, with kindness and patience. We who are grieving need empathy, and we need kindness, and we need patience. We have to a lot of times learn how to be patient with ourselves. So when people are patient with us, it helps us to do that. Okay? So the example here is a young man, or whatever age, it doesn't matter, a man who's died of a drug overdose, suddenly of a drug overdose. So that's the parent or whoever it is that you're talking to, here's an incorrect or unsafe way to talk to them. He willingly took those drugs. I really don't know what to say to you, except for, I guess all you can do is really learn from this. That would be very unkind, cold, and judgmental. So if any of you are watching this video has ever said anything, sounded anywhere similar, or you realize the way you talk to somebody, if you can, go and make it right with that person. And yes, learn from that going forward, and then actively show empathy and kindness and no judgment to people in the future. Don't beat yourself up over it, but because we all have been there probably and said things to other people. But then once we go through the life-changing losses, we go, oh my gosh, now I know what to say and not say. Or, at least what not to say, hopefully. So a right way to handle this would be, I'm so sorry your son is gone. You must miss him terribly. Please feel free to share with me how you're feeling. And I'm here for you. If you need me at all, please let me know. So, again, no perfect way, just things that I came up with for this series, to not just talk about the principles, but to give some examples. And, a lot of times in our support group, that's one of the things people get to express and release out, is that, these people said this and it just wasn't helpful, or it really bothered me, or it hurt, or what have you. And so this is important. We talk about these things. If this video series was helpful to you, please like it and comment and let me know, and share it out with someone else who's grieving, or someone else who's trying to help someone who's grieving, because we just sometimes hearing these examples can really help us to know how not to talk, or how to talk, and what to say and not to say. But again, if anything, remember the general principle: don't say much at all, and you won't go as wrong. Just listen. I'm so sorry for your loss. Offer help, prayers, be in touch with them, because so many people don't stay in touch, on the longer term, on the longer run of the loss, because it's not just the immediate. In fact, it hits us later, usually more. So those are just a few principles. Thank you for being here with me, and God bless you. I'm Julie Kay, helping you find your way through grief and loss. Bye-bye.